Alright, this is deck idea number 22, the ultimate starter Pokemon. Wait, what the f? Alright, this is deck idea number 22, the ultimate starter. This is who you want to start off with, maybe, right away in round 1. And we're going to talk about why. First of all, I'm going up against the first new 7-star battle, and the reason why, because you can see I have the same team that I had from deck idea number 21. The reason why is because I was saying in the last video that I want to test them against a more formidable opponent, so that's what I went ahead and did. I went ahead and, because really this deck idea right here, we're only talking about one figure, and you see him right now. Number 17 from Dragon Ball Super, and if you've seen Dragon Ball Super, then you know this man is a beast, and we're gonna find out right now that actually holds true right here, right now in this game. So when I was looking at Android 17, I noticed that only one time when you use his posing skill by himself, he will cut down the damage that your master takes in half. He can only do this one time. So I was looking at it and I was like, well, obviously we can't just keep him out there like we did with that Just Trunks deck. So I decided, what if we use him as a starter? And this is actually a question I'm going to ask. Do you think he would be better for a first round starter or Piccolo? Because Piccolo was actually the one that people used to use. I've actually seen people use him right off the bat, because if you don't know what your opponent's going to do, setting out a 0-1 skills Piccolo was actually a pretty good idea, because not only is he really good at protecting himself, but he's actually really good at protecting your master. So it gives you a chance to see what your opponent's going to do without suffering too much damage. The only problem with Piccolo though is that if they put out a Beerus cuts through the defense, so your Piccolo just became useless. That was the problem with Piccolo, but we also have a problem with 17. The problem with 17 is he's actually not that fast. He's pretty fast, he's fairly fast, but if you go up against a team who's going to straight up try to attack you first, like their life goal is to go first, so they have a crazy speedy team, then now you have to worry about if he's going to survive the attack or not. If he does survive though, you're probably guaranteed to take out whoever's in front of him. So that's like a free kill right off the bat without your damage taking too much damage. Because even Beerus is not going to do that much damage. He's going to get cut in half. That's the good thing about 17. And, you know, even if his speed does become a problem, you can make him go second. You can give him defense of 0-1 instead of speed of 0-1, just like you would do with Piccolo. 17's actually fairly tanky, believe it or not. He actually, right off the bat, his posing skill gives him an extra 350 defense. Then he gets another 700 from the stats up one. Then, of course, defense up one is going to double that. So right there alone, he gets an extra 2,000 defense on top of what he already has. It's going to actually be, like, I think literally 2,100. So that's going to put him close to 3,500 defense. That's not bad. On top of that, his attack is actually pretty high. It's over 6,300. He out damages Future Trunks by a lot. And I mean Future Trunks with his 1,000 attack buff. And I'm basing this off the Speedy Trunks, because usually that's the one you're going to want to use, because you're going to want to make sure you go first. He only has 4,300 attack. After his buff, he has 5,300. But 17 is sitting here with 6,300, so he already has 1,000 on him. Then once attack up 1 doubles that, he's got 2,000 more attack than Trunks. And we already saw that Trunks actually hits pretty dang hard. So you know 17's a beast. He's going to get the job done. So that's my question for you guys. Who do you think out of the 3, let's add Trunks in there too, out of the 3, who do you think would be the best to use in round 1 if you're just trying to feel your opponent out and see what exactly their strategy is? Who would you use? Would you use Piccolo, who's the best defense because he has the most HP, he has the best chance of surviving if your opponent happens to go first, he has the best chance of surviving, and he gives your master the best defense, he cuts the most damage off, except for when Beerus pops up. That's a big deal for him. Or would you use Trunks, who's actually the fastest and has the best chance of going first and possibly taking out whoever's in front of him and giving you a free kill right off the bat while still cutting off the damage that your master takes, but he only does 30%, whereas 17 does 50%, but he also has a chance of going second, but you could also make him go second anyway. So who do you think would be the best? 17 actually hits the hardest. So you have defense, you have speed, then you have 17 who hits the hardest and has the best chance of giving you a free kill right off the bat. Then you only have 4 figures to worry about. That's my question for you guys. Which one would you use out of the 3? And 17 doesn't become useless after the first turn. After he uses his posing skill and you can't use it anymore, you can still use him as your 0-1 ults. You can still ult with him. I mean, he's fast enough, he definitely hits hard enough. So once you get your ult up, you can either use 17, or if you want to, you can just put another 0-1 character who you know is going to be faster and hit hard too. You could put somebody else, but if you want to save that slot for something else, you can still keep 17 as your ult character. Once you get an ult, put him out there and he's going to do what he's got to do. Who cares about that minus 50% to the master, because he's going to annihilate everybody on the field most likely. So, enough about that. Let's talk about the old deck idea. Number 21, Tapion's healing. Yes, Tapion. I said his name wrong in the last video. My bad. But he's actually doing a pretty decent job of keeping everybody alive. Piccolo's getting a little low, but I do have Merge Zamasu on the side, and he can actually fill in for either one of them if Rose or Piccolo actually get knocked out. We have another dude, he's going to come out there. Tapion, he's doing pretty good with the healing. To be an N, and he's only level 1 still, I haven't put nothing into him, he's pretty good. I like this man. I likes this man. The only thing I don't like about this right now is that Piccolo and Rose, they're not hitting as hard as I would like them to. Rose, he's getting up there. Every time he gets hit and he's buffing up, he's starting to hit hard. But in the beginning, he wasn't hitting too hard. Piccolo's not hitting too hard at all. I don't really like these matches to take this long. This is taking a long time. What round are we on? I wasn't even paying attention. But I don't like matches to take this long. So this is not a deck that I think I'm ever going to be using, but it was an idea. When I saw Tapion, I really love the idea that he heals, so I decided to try him. I mean, just because he's an N, we can't just rule him out. I mean, your boy Unleashed, he made videos of him taking out freaking, who he take out? Goku Blue. He just did a video with Ultra Instinct Goku, taking him out with Ns, but I'm not going to watch that just yet because I want to see Ultra Instinct Goku for myself first. And then he took out Vados with Ns. With ends. So he proved that ends can be useful, just so you know. So speaking of ends being useful, there's 2 new items. I did do a new video of, I showed like all the new items that are in the shop, and I'm assuming there's more secret items because in the last couple of updates, you know, once you got to a certain point, certain items would get unlocked. So I'm assuming there's more items that we don't have just yet until we go through that extra scenario that they have. But there's 2 items in there, and are they for N's and R's? One of them is like it adds a little bit to all the stats if the figure's level 40, and another one is it adds to all the stats if the figure's level 50. And the only thing I can think of is that isn't the N's max 40 and the R's are max 50? So is that for them? If it is, that's a really good idea to actually make them useful, but I looked at how much it adds, and it didn't add that much. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like 250 for level 40 and 350 for level 50. I think that's what it was. It's really low. That's not gonna make them more useful. It's not. It should have been like 700. It should have been like stats of 0-1. Honestly, that's what it should have been. It should have been like maybe 1,000 for N's. That might be too much. And actually, no, that's not. No, it should be like 1,000 for N's and like 700 for R's. I think that would have been a lot better. I'm just saying, giving my N an extra 200 attack, that's not going to entice me to use him anymore. I'm just saying. Like, look at Tapion. Look how hard he's already hitting as an N. An extra 200, what's that going to do for him? Nada. Nada. So I'm just saying, they might want to go back and redo those 2, because I don't plan on using them unless I'm just seeing them completely wrong. Maybe they're repeatable or something. I don't know. But so far from what I'm seeing, I'm not interested in those. I think that was a waste of time. I mean, it was a good idea, but it turned out to be a waste, because are we really going to use it? Maybe there is a way to use it, and I just don't know, because speed up second, I think Unleashed was the one who showed me that actually can be useful too, and I never thought of using that ever. So maybe there is a way to use those, and I'm just not seeing it. So let's check out 17, our 0-1 ult. How much does he do? You know he's going to take out the figures, and that's all you really need. Yep. And just like he said, he beat him like a rug. Yeah, get rugged on. What the hell does that even mean? Oh my gosh. So that's it for this video. Please like it if you like it. You should subscribe if you want more. And join me in the next one. Alright, y'all. I'm out.